Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Lord, this is Underdog Reviews. Underdog Reviews, not Underdog Reacts or Underdog Eats, Underdog Reviews. I had to film this again because I said Underdog Reacts at first and then I said Underdog Eats. Now it's my first channel, Underdog Reviews. And I just read Deadman, Wonderland. I just finished it today, and yeah, I said, oh yeah, this is a quick read, like with Communicate, that was a quick read, but this was a quick read because I just started out with the manga this week. I think I started the manga this week, so, and I'm already finished, This has only 56 chapters, or 57 chapters. It's 13 volumes, but don't let that, 13 volumes, that's a lot. No, it's just 56 chapters, and that's really quick, I finished it within a week, so, so let's just read the synopsis, and I will talk a bit about it. Middle school student Ganta Igarashi witnessed the slaughter of his entire class by the mysterious Red Man. And not Redman the rapper, but another Red Man. And as the only survivor, he was labeled a mass murderer and sentenced to death. Now an inmate at the privately owned prison and amusement park known as Deadman Wonderland, Ganta must try to survive in a place where inmates are the main attraction in brutal gladiator-style games. At the same time, he must attempt to uncover the truth behind the Red Man, still not the rapper, his mysterious childhood friend Shiro, and why he was the only survivor that bloody day. Okay, let's talk a bit about it. I've seen the anime, maybe 7, 8, 9 years ago. I've seen the anime on Netflix. I just came to live here in The Hague, not in this place where I live right now, but if you have watched my channel for a while, you saw that I was first in another place in my bathroom, and that was that. Oh no, wait. That was my second home. This is my third home here in The Hague, and it's my first home in 2016. My first place where I lived here in The Hague. At Netflix, and I watched I watched every anime that I had at the time. I watched every anime then. I've also watched Digimon. One of the Digimon versions on that one. I think it was Digimon V. I don't know for sure, but anyway, I've watched every anime there, and one of them was Deadman Wonderland, and the anime only has 12 episodes. Yeah, that's not enough for the ending. I don't know why it was cancelled, or just they just stopped animating it, because as far as I know, it was a popular show. I haven't heard bad things about it, and another guy that lived there, he also said, oh, this is a good one. Now that I've read the manga itself, I can see why people like it, but it just wasn't as good as I expected it to be. I like Communicate. I like that one way more. Even though, also that one I've watched more recently, so I also already knew a bit. I remembered a bit for, oh yeah, this. And with this one, it's almost 10 years ago since I watched the anime. And I haven't watched it since. Because, it doesn't have an ending. It doesn't have a fucking ending, So I finally read it, and it's decent. It's a decent anime, decent manga. I mean, I can't say that it's the best manga that I've ever read. No, definitely not. But it's still up there. It's not maybe up there, but it's still a good one, a decent one. It's still a decent one. So I will give the 3.75. Definitely it became interesting around chapter 44, around that chapter maybe. The reading became, picked up the pace a bit. The last chapter was, a bit more of a slower read, but chapter 57, in my opinion, and the beginning was also, kind of quick read. Oh, what's gonna happen next? But somewhere in the middle, they kind of lost me, It was good, and then they lost me for some reason. I don't know why, but for some reason I just thought, okay, it's cool, but it's not what I expected it to be, and it was kind of disappointing somewhere, because the other ones were way more fun, And this one started off really fun, but then it kind of slowly died out. I really wish I could watch this one fully as an anime. I really wish that, but I can't because it doesn't fucking exist. 2011 they made the anime. Oh, Future Diary. Oh, that's a good one. I watched Future Diary. I watched the anime. That's a good one. I can't wait to start reading that one. Anyway, it just didn't. It just didn't tickle my brain. Yes. It just didn't do that. Like I said, it was still a good one and still a decent one. And I still enjoyed it. Nonetheless, I still enjoyed it, but it just didn't tickle my brain that much for. Yes. It just kind of lost it somewhere, And I really think that it's somewhere in the middle that they kind of lost me, Nonetheless, go read the manga because, I can see why people like it. I can see that. And I really wish that this one had the ending. Also, I have to tell you, back in 2016, 2017, I didn't watch Japanese. I didn't watch the sub. I only watched dub because I don't want to read the subtitles while I'm watching. Every time I have to. I didn't want to do that. So I really watched only dub animes until I came to One Piece, which I also watched dub until a certain chapter on Punk Hazard, I think it was. Around with the giant kids, around that when they were escaping, around that era, I think that was episode 770 or something like that, it ended because they didn't have dub anymore and I had to wait for dub. So I thought, I'm not gonna wait on dub, They still have 200 more or a bit more episodes to go, and those are already out. I'm just gonna switch to sub, and since then I just watched it in Japanese, just the original language. Way better, because some dub is just utter shit. Deadman Wonderland was also a sub, it wasn't a dub. So actually this one and Angel Beats. Angel Beats was, I think, the first anime that I really watched sub. That was a recommendation from a sister who back then also still watched anime, she watched anime first, then I got into anime, and she kind of, went away with the anime, and I'm still watching it, still watching, and I'm going further because I'm also now reading the mangas. Well, she read also manga, she had Death Note. I think she had a Death Note franchise. Anyway, but which I've also read. Go watch my review for Death Note. That was the first manga that I think I've read here on the channel. So look it up, Death Note. Otherwise, I have playlists with my manga and manhwa list because I'm also reading Korean manga. So look to my playlist. Anyway, this one, Deadman Wonderland gets a 3.75. It's, like I said, it's good, but the ending also just, it didn't satisfy me. This was not a satisfying manga. In my opinion, I still liked it nonetheless, but it just didn't satisfy me. And that's why I give the 3.75, I just couldn't give the 4 out of 5. And I find 3.5 is just a bit too low. If I'm looking at the stars that I give it, on Anime Planet. Anime Planet, which, I keep hold of from what I read, As you can see, I give 4 out of 5 stars, but because you can give the 3.75. And I found 3.5 is just a bit too low, and a 4 just a bit too high. So a 3.75, in my opinion, is pretty decent, because it was also a pretty decent manga. Oh, I do love, yo. What I really loved about this is the play or die. You play or you die. That, yo, isekai, play or die. I fucking love those, yo. I fucking love those. So I can't wait to read more of the play or die and read more isekai. I think I haven't read one isekai yet. I don't think so. No. But yeah, I can't wait for those. And the next manga that I will read. Which manga will I read next? Ooh. That's difficult. That's difficult actually, because I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Frankenfran. Okay. I don't know. 8 volumes, 61 chapters. Not a big one, but still fun. Looks fun. So put it as, you know, start reading it. So we're gonna read Frankenfran next. If I can't find Frankenfran, because there are probably, you know, some mangas that I can't find, I will do another one. And you know, if that one's coming out, you see it here, or I will, you know, say it in one of my next movies that I'm gonna watch. Oh, I couldn't find Frankenfran, so we're gonna just watch this one. Now, insert name. We're gonna read this one. But go read. That looks like a funny game. But go read Deadman Wonderland. Go watch the anime, even though it's a very short one. Still watch it, because you know, maybe if you watch it first, you thought, oh, I actually want to know what's gonna happen next. And then you can read it. And you know, if you don't like anime, you probably don't like the manga either. So easy fix. You know, go watch the manga first. Go watch the anime first, then read the manga, because you know, you wouldn't get spoiled. You know, the ending won't get spoiled by the anime. So you know, you can, if you're interested in, you know, you still have lots of chapters to read. So you know, so go watch the animes first, then read the manga, or read the manga, then watch the anime, whatever for, you know, order you want to do it in, and enjoy. But don't forget to leave a like, recommend the good manga down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.